Opinion: What Americans need to understand about China. When Mr. Klein pulls back the curtain on Xi Jinping's reign, the picture that emerges is stark. Since 2012, she has taken power and tightened control to a level that few expect from a single leader. Here at A Needle of Thought about how this socio-political engine works and what the future holds, he paints a portrait of a country that has become a technological, diplomatic, and military juggernaut. China now outpaces many economies in manufacturing, electronics, renewable energy, and high-speed rail, all while signaling ambitions that run deeper than mere economic dominance. In the long run, he wants China to preeminate the world, and in the short term, he wants to bring Taiwan under his authority. The only way to comprehend this modern China is to dissect Xi's power and the ideology that underlies it. Mr. Klein invites Kevin Rudd, a uniquely positioned figure who served as Australian Foreign Service officer in China, fluent Mandarin speaker, prime minister, and later pursued a doctorate, to crack that puzzle. Rudd's thesis was on Xi's ideology, a dissertation that turned the giant's manifestos into a readable manual. He even published a book on Xi Jinping, and concluded with sections on what Rudd calls the avoidable war. Today's interview offers an almost unfathomable richness of perspective: academic, diplomatic, and political. Rudd isn't just a former world leader, he studied the power players, walked the halls of the Australian government, served as ambassador to the US, and now presides over the Asia Society. He brings a composite narrative, one that examines Xi's moves from the corridors of power, from the rhetoric that fuels the party, to the census of his influence on a global stage. What Rudd argues is simple yet profound: Xi's consolidation was not accidental or merely about a modernizing economy. Instead, it is a deliberate effort to create a command system so tight it homogenizes the country's political, economic, and social character around one leader, one vision. He doesn't merely rewrite China's industrial strategy, he is reshaping its cultural identity. The world now reacts to a nation that can move from pacifism to potential intervention by importing rhetoric and force as a single package. For America, the stakes are twofold. On one side, China's industrial capacity could challenge the United States, while, on the other, the looming threat over Taiwan threatens a deeper strategic clash. This episode ends with a hard message: if the US risks being in China's appetite for power, it will need to understand Xi's psychodynamics, decay, and strategies. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we'll further explore what it means for America's future.